I was looking at server-side rendering for a project I wanted to start at the company I work, and I couldn't find anything complete for Clojure script, which is kind of lame, of course. So I started looking into how you would fix that together and set up a small project to demo that. Right now I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I'm not using it, but I'd like some feedback. So I want to take you through that. I'm going to demo a single page application. It's probably not something new. Let's see. So this is the see if I can get this. It's a reframe application. It uses BD for routing. It has some tinkering with translations. It does some API calls. The project is also called bumps, by the way. So this has the README in there, which is read from the API, and it has a database, uses APIs to fetch this. And then if you look in the, how this page actually is loaded, you see that you get the HTML page from the server, and this is what you see on the right is the content of the page. I don't know if that's clear enough. It says init, client init. So that's that you get if you don't run JavaScript. If you look at the sharing tag, see if that works here. No. And if you would share the site, this is the snippet you would get on Slack or Twitter. But if you would visit another part of the page, like this page, then there would it won't load it, but you won't have any special sharing tags, which makes it horrible because this user Bob has a lot of a special title, a lot of text about himself. So that would be nice to show that if you share the page. So there are some missing features in this single page application. You need JavaScript. If I would disable JavaScript here, which I of course can do, and you refresh, you would get a really empty page. So that's one thing. So the initial page is empty, and you need the JavaScript before you get any content. If you don't have any JavaScript, you won't get any content at all. Any sharing tags, like open graph tags, are fixed. That's basically what you get in the HTML. There's not a possibility to have custom tags because the server doesn't do anything to the page. One of the things you can do is server-side rendering. So you render the page on the server. You use mostly the same code to render this page, so you don't need to have a duplicate code base, and you end up with exactly the same content as that you would have from the single page application. There's some things you need to mind, because local storage and cookies work differently on the server than on the client. And you have to determine when the rendering is done. If you do API calls, there's a asynchronous part, because you have to fetch the API content from the server and then render that to the page and then send that to the client. Then when the page is done, you can transfer the HTML and transfer the current state to the client, and the client can pick up where you left. So the client can show and hydrate the app, and hydrate is something that React does. It connects the existing React nodes to the React nodes it calculates, so there's no re-rendering done. So I set up an SSR test project. It uses a Shadow CSS compiler for browser and for Node.js, and that also runs the API. It does code reloading. And the project is called Bamse. It's the strongest bear in the world. I'll have a quick demo. So if you would run this, you seem to have the same content. So you get the same OG tags, but then if you would visit this page and you refresh, you see here that you get the content that Bob has entered about himself. And if you would look at the HTML that you get, then you get the state in there, and then you also get a complete page already pre-rendered in there. So this HTML page contains everything that you see right now. So if you would share this page, then you would actually get this nice thing, which makes the page nice for marketing purposes and stuff like that. Okay, thank you.